in mine. All things considered, Clara and I remained on friendly terms. She wasn't nasty with me and was willing to split everything we owned, even though most of it was bought with the earnings from her best-selling series. I was unfaithful, but she still insisted I had supported her when her writing couldn't even buy her a cup of coffee. Even with the hurt and distrust I had imparted on the best woman I'd ever known, she found it in her heart to forgive me for the sake of Declan, though it was not enough to save our marriage.
It wasn't only that you cheated on me. You lied to me. I mean, if I had known you needed more, we could have explored that together.
The words and their meaning had surprised me at the time. Her best friend's brother was in a ménage relationship, but with my straight-laced wife, I hadn't even ever considered it. Keeping my bisexuality a secret from the woman I had vowed to love haunted me at night. And as goody-goody as I had always teased Clara of being, I was the nerd of straight-laced. I never double-parked, never jaywalked, and paid my taxes and bills a month in advance. To say I lived on the straight and narrow was an understatement. And I never would have even thought of cheating on Clara. She was it for me. My ex-wife. Her long, silver hair with pink streaks, her crystal gray eyes with the longest eyelashes, and her curvy little hips were just a few of the things I missed about Clara Ashley. Drilling the last nail in the coffin, she changed from Chambers back to her maiden name of Ashley. It was what she went by in the book world, but she had legally been Clara Corinne Chambers. I called her Triple C, and when I'd referred to her by this the first time after our divorce, I hung my head, walking away, shameful for all I had destroyed by my own hands.
Daddy! Dada! Dad! Father! Papa!
Declan called down the hallway of my apartment complex, and I hoped he didn't wake the neighbors. In the past couple of years since moving here, they'd become fond of Declan, and even grumpy Mrs. Stevens would laugh when he'd give her a high five. We were happy in my little apartment. Well, as happy as I could be without Clara. 20 years could pass, and I would still love my Triple C. A text message from my ex let me know she was waiting for me in the common area of my complex. My heart still skipped every time I saw her, which was normally 3 to 4 times a week. It was all I got now, but I treasured these face-to-face meetings. As we hurried down the steps from our 4th-floor walk-up, Deck changed his chanting to,
Mommy! Mama! Mother! Mom!
The sequence continued, and I laughed at my son. Some called it quirky, on the spectrum, or misunderstood, but they didn't see him as a person. His mother and I saw him as the best possible thing we could have made in love. And Declan was made with the fiercest love in the world. When her face came into view, he ran to her with Mr. Teddy in his hands, and I pulled up the rear with Mrs. Teddy and Baby Teddy. The symbolism of him carrying around a family of teddy bears was not lost on me. He never once asked why his mommy and daddy didn't live together, and I wasn't sure when he'd be able to hear my honest reply. I fucked up big time, Deck, was what I would share with him one day. It was not something a 3-year-old needed to hear, but maybe when he was 16 I'd be honest with him. But yeah, me fucking up would always be the answer to what happened between the two of us. Clara kneeled down as his short little legs pedaled as fast as they could run. Hey, baby. She pulled him close to her body. I'd had him for the past 3 days, and it was the longest he'd ever stayed with me. I only had him a fourth of the time compared to Clara, but I didn't fight it. I normally spent my lunch hours at his childcare since it was only a couple of blocks from my office. She swung her eyes to me. Do you have his medicine? Her tone was much colder than it had been in the past, and my heart fell. Her smile normally